Good morning, sir. My name is Blessing Yao from BTech Tuition 2 Group 2. My number metric is B0625100050. Our group have a chapter which names Employee Act and Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance. For me, I would like to talk about the introductions of Employment Act and Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance. Next, and also the subtopic of the employment of women. First, we have two types of laws which provide for protections of employee in Malaysia, which is the Employee Act, which cover the employees in the Peninsula Malaysia. Next is Sabah and Sarawak Labour Ordinance, which cover all employees in Sabah and Sarawak. Next, you can see they have the two different between the Employee Act and the Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance. For the general wages coverage threshold, which cover the employee wages not exceeding 1,500 per month. Next, for the Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance, the general wages coverage threshold is cover the employee which the wages not exceeding 2,500 ringgit per month. Next, for the extended dispute resolution threshold. For this, the Employee Act and the Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance represent the same wages, which is cover the employees' wages which up to 5,000 per month. For this, I would like to elaborate a little bit. For this, the wages dispute claims related to the wages or other cash payment due under a contract of service. For the terminations indemnity, claims for indemnity when a contract is terminated without notice. The Directors of Labour Peninsula and the Directors of Labour Sarawak, which have additional power to handle specific disputes for employee earning up to the 5,000 ringgit per month. Next, we will have the unique regional inclusions. For the Employee Act, which is none. For the Sabah Sarawak Labour Ordinance. For the unique regional inclusions, explicitly includes those engagements in recruiting employees. Next, here is the following classification of employees irrespective of wages. We have two, which is Employee Act and Sabah and Sarawak Labour Ordinance. For these two, they have the 5 identification which represent the same, which is the manual labours, those engaged in the manual work. Next is the vehicle operations, for example, the van driver, lorry drivers, pilots. Next is the supervisors, who supervise or oversee other employees engaged in manual labours employed by the same employer in and throughout the performance of their works. Next is the maritime, those engaged in ship except certificated officers. For the Sabah and Sarawak Labour Ordinance, which have another identifications called recruiters. For recruiters, which those engaged in the recruiting employees. Next, we will have the employment of women. For the employment of women, we according the 3 things. First is employment restrictions. Next is the maternity protections. And third is the job security and legal protections. First, for the employee restrictions, the 9 work restrictions. For the female worker, no female worker shall work in an industrial or agricultural undertaking between 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. except with written approval from the Department of Labour. Next is rest interval. Female employees must have a period of 11 consecutive hours free from work before commencing work for the next day. Next is the underground work. No female employee shall be employed in any undergroup workers. Second is a maternity protection. Maternity leave duration. Every female employee is entitled to maternity leave of no less than 60 consecutive days for each confinement. Next is the limitations on children. Maternity leave benefits are not applicable if at the time of confinement the employee has 5 or more than surviving children. Next is the timing of leave. The maternity leave can commence no earlier than 30 days before confinement or not later than the day immediately following confinement. Next is the mandatory leave. An employer may, with a doctor's approval, require an employee to begin her maternity leave at any time during the 14-day preceding her confinement. It's the job security and the legal protections. First, we have the protections against dismissal. An employee can not be dismissed during the periods in which she is entitled to maternity leave. Next is the extended illness protections. If an employee remains medically unfit for work after her 60-day maternity leave, she cannot be terminated until her absence exceeds 90 days after the end of her maternity leave. Next is the death benefit. If an employee dies during the maternity leave, her nominal or legal representative will receive payment up to the day immediately preceding her death. Next is the multiple employers. A female employee who works for more than one employer during the 9 months preceding confinement is entitled to maternity leave from her last employer, who can then claim a portion as a CV debt from the previous employers. Thank you.